postmodernism, a new problem has been emerged to the postmodern, or avant-garde art scene, which is obviously about the money comes from art making. Postmodernism might have destroyed the modern attitude among recent artworks, but it has failed to capture the lucrative art market. Most of the avant-gardists now has to earn or borrow money from elsewhere and have to make art under a great financial loss. Every one of them is conscious of their surroundings, politics, social issues, but no one talks about money. What an amazing artistic dignity. Here, we propose a partial solution. We cannot assure that, after watching this video, one can profit grossly. But yes, and absolutely. One can increase the profit or the rate of return on investment. First, let's see how we can make art increasing the return on investment without compromising the price of the artwork and ideology. Now, think you are an artist, and your output is to make artworks. Your inputs may vary, depending upon your type. But here, for example, we have put some key features might count as inputs, like reason, inspiration, desire of money, references, materials, technique, and so on. Another key factor of artistic production is the labor. Now all your inputs are considered as capital of your art production. Let's see how it works. Figure 1. As an example, we have chosen an average mediocre artist, Abir Shome, aka Dr. R.Mutt. We have put financial values according to his market rate. Price of an average artwork of the artist is 10,000 taka. The average labor time spent to make an artwork is 2 to 3 hours, which is around 2,000 taka. In the inputs, there are two types of costs or assets. One is non-physical and another is physical costs or assets. We have calculated the physical costs and assets and put those numeric values. And in the non-physical costs and assets section, we have put aesthetical value. In total, physical assets cost around 4,000 taka. Now, to see the profit ratio or return on investments of Abir Shome, first we have to deduct the labor cost from the price of his artwork. 10,000 minus 2,000 equal 8,000 taka. Now, we will divide this amount with the capital as we calculated earlier. His physical costs or assets were around 4,000 taka. Now, let's divide. The result is 2, which means you are getting a double return of your investment. It may sound very profitable, but compared to the art market, this is very minimal. Now let's see how we can increase the profit and gain more return on investment. Figure 2. Remaining the final artwork's price same. If Abir Shome, aka Dr. R.Mutt, decides to be more kick-ass, he can profit more from his artwork. Let's see what he can do. He can reduce the costs of the physical assets or costs, like picking references from cheap resources, avoiding art seminars and talks, stop browsing the internet, keep him away from art scene, not buying books, and so on. This can reduce the previous cost from 1,000 taka to around 300 taka. He can then use very cheap materials, like industrial or found objects, materials with low archiving quality, which also technically help the artist to gain ephemeral quality in his works. This is also a common trend of recent time. This step will reduce the previous cost from 2,000 to 500 taka. Now the technique. A sharp disappearance will be possible to achieve in this stage. By extreme diskilling, artist can forget all the techniques which he learned from academy and apply no label or conventional technique at all. This radical step will make the cost 1,000 to 0 taka. Amazing, right? Altogether, now the current physical costs or assets are 800 taka only, previously which was 4,000 taka. Another thing could be done in the labor section. Not being too much sincere, he can reduce the hour spent on one artwork. He can reduce it to 1 hour from 2 to 3 hours. Previous labor cost 2,000 now costs 1,000 taka. So let's do the final calculation for our new return on investment and see how much now we profit. First, we have to deduct the new labor cost from the artwork's price. 1,000 taka minus from 10,000 equals 9,000 taka. Now let's divide the new physical cost, which is 800 taka, from the 9,000 and see the new profit. Boom. The new figure is 11.25. Now he gets more than 10 times of the return of his capital or investment. A 9.25 sharp rise in the profit. Don't you find it revolutionary? When you profit such, your morals get higher automatically. Now your reasons become nobler. Inspiration gets higher and increases the desire for money. Caution. Stereotypical people may scare you by saying this process compromises your quality. But never listen to them. Because in the end, what matters most is making money. Thanks for listening to this bullshit. If you were unable to find the catch, pity on us.
Disclaimer. The maker of this video in his little art career of 6 years hasn't sold anything yet. He also cannot say English properly. Despite of this, he thinks he is a very radical artist. Everybody blames he is detached from his root. Don't try this with your art. He has a zero math skill.